Hey there, Gundam fans. This is Patrick 1969 doing another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Duel Gundam. Let me just start off by saying I'm really sorry for the poor picture quality of my last couple of reviews, including this one. The camera I usually do all my videos with is in the shop, so for now I'm settling with the webcam that's on my desktop. And so it's going to be like that for a couple of videos. So hopefully that'll work itself out probably by the end of the month. So anyways, today we're taking a look at the Duel Gundam, and it comes from the Gundam Seed fame. And even though I'm not like a huge fan of the series, there were quite a few suits that I actually thought were really interesting and really neat. And this is one of them. It's the Duel Gundam. It's mostly a melee. Actually, yeah, it's pretty much a melee, close range, mobile suit. It does have its own beam rifle and all that. But other than that, in terms of weapons, in the early part of the series, it's purely a right there at the same as the Strike. It doesn't have a bunch of different modules, but it can do long range as well as short range, but not at a high quality, or something like that. But anyways, I'll be showing you what it comes with, how much they usually tend to go for online, and where best to pick them up. And if you've seen all my past reviews, then you know I'll always say eBay, because eBay is the best place to go to find figures. And I've said it in the past that with eBay, it's now figures are no longer rare. It's just hard to it's not hard to find figures that you need. It's just a little difficult to pay the price that people want to sell them at. And so if you work at it, you can find a figure that you need desperately, and if you know how to haggle and talk to sellers, then you know how to get it for a good price. So anyways, he comes with the standard 3 hands, or sets of hands that these second generation MSIA figures started to come with, and that is of course the closed fists, the open fists that hold the beam sabers, and of course the trigger finger fists. And right now he has the trigger finger and a closed fist on. So he has those accessories, and he also has a shield. The color scheme, I can't tell if you can, I hope you can tell what the lighter color is. It's kind of like a pinkish orange, but anyways, comes with this shield. It's the same as the Strike Gundam shield, just different color scheme. It has his own beam rifle, which also has a nice little detachable missile that shoots out. And while this sometimes can become lost, it's not really hard to lose it, if you're just careful. It has a peg that sticks into the missile, and it stays in there really, really well. And also, last but not least, he has, of course, 2 beam sabers with detachable blades. The hilts fit into the back of the Gundam. And this was actually the biggest thing that tended to get lost, at least what I've observed so far on eBay. The sabers themselves usually tend to just disappear. So anyways, that's pretty much it for accessories. Whoops, fell down. It's pretty much a naked mobile suit, and like I said, it's a second generation figure. And so it has those double joints in the knees and elbows, and then the shoulders, has the articulation there. In terms of how cool this figure is, it's I want to say like a 7 out of 10. That's just my point of view, because I tend to really like the basic stuff that a figure can bring, or not a figure, but a mobile suit has. As I've said before, best place to find this guy is eBay, and I just sold one for around $15. That usually tends to be the price for these things. Mint in the package, the most I would say to pay is $20, and that's of course if the shipping fee is correct. You don't want to try and get those guys who are going to charge you like something like $8 or $9 for a package, a mint in box Duel Gundam that doesn't even weigh a pound, and them trying to send it, priority. There's no need for that. If you send it first class, you'll get it right away, just the same. Um, what else? What else can I say about this figure? Um, I'm not big on customs, but I know a lot of um, people out there are. This could be a really good figure for that. It doesn't have too much articulation in the waist, but in the shoulders and arms and legs, it's really in there. It's a good base figure to start out with, and so um, saying that you can do a lot of different stuff with this figure. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Um, really good figure. Unfortunately, it was from the wrong show. I wish it was in some other show. Not Gundam Seed, but it's an awesome figure, and you should all pick it up. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for other reviews and whatnot. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.